Hello, today is day 3 of Road to Release. It's also the 7th of February. This is a quick turnaround. I didn't think I would be doing this the day after last, but one of the next things that I said, it was one of the things I filmed last night at home, I need to track on bass. So I have the old bass, which is what I recorded in the first one. That was good enough for a scratch, like a demo sort of guide track. Not probably good enough to record in. So what I've got here is I've got my own bass, and it's already going through. You can hear the input. Yes, I've got my own bass. Hopefully it'll be better sound. I've actually tuned it so that it's in tune rather than some of the strings not being in tune. So hopefully it should be all right for tracking bass today. Don't know what to do after tracking bass. I might start adding a bit of effects to some stuff. Like I might EQ some of the stuff. I feel that's the next thing to do, is to actually EQ some of the tracks. Because the guitar currently isn't EQ'd. I didn't do that yesterday, the new guitar. It's also stereo, so it does sound a little bit different compared to the other ones. So I'll see how it goes. Hopefully it'll be fine. To change. Like everything is. Can hear drums. The great ending to it. I probably mentioned that in the last video, so I probably cut it out. Okay, so I've recorded the bass part. Now I'm moving on to sort of effects, trying to add it. Not mixing, however, adding effects. So I drag this over to the main Mac. As you see on the guitar right there, if this wants to focus. Currently I have a chain EQ, channel EQ even, that's giving it a bit more Bryson sound. A compressor which is making the volume a bit quieter. And then this reverb right here. This is the reverb that is giving the sound of this rather than sort of a really flat sound. It's just a bit of ambience, it's not much, but the compressor does change it. If you turn all of the effects off, this is what was just coming through the microphones. The channel EQ, it's set on acoustic guitar brights. Once it focuses, acoustic guitar brights. So it's rolling off some of the unnecessary low end stuff and keeping some of the high end. The compressor is just making it a little bit more quieter, and then the reverb, it's set on Hall at the moment. I'll probably maybe change that in the future. But that's just giving it a bit of, yeah, a bit of stuff on it. I'd use the Space Designer on the old one, as that says. Space D, it's Space Designer on Logic. I used that on the old one, but I've gone with Silver Reverb on this one. I'll probably then want to move on to the vocals. Probably won't show that because I'm hesitant to show the vocals. I might go on to the edge shaker, as it says down there. It's yellow on white, which is a very good edge shaker. Then bass old, bass new. I think that's Hall effects, but it looks like Who effects. Ambience, small Hall, main output, output 1314, and master. So the ones I need to work on is guitar new, which might not need a bit much. I might add a bit of chorus or a bit of delay. Vocals, the edge shaker, and bass new. That's still got the direct input from this bass, even though you won't be able to hear it because guitar new is soloed at the moment. I'm hoping that even if this isn't necessarily the most unique thing in the world, doing a studio vlog. I'm hoping it at least makes you learn something. I'm hoping it will give you help with a bit of stuff, even if it just helps you to learn where logic is and how logic works, that it will help do stuff. And yeah, so that's probably it for today. Actually, wait, let me just turn the camera around. Probably it for this day of recording. I'll probably continue to do the rest, but not document it because there isn't really much to document. One thing I will remember, I mentioned it in the previous one, but the base, that's the front camera. I just forgot that. The base at the bottom there is going through into the direct input on the audio interface, and then it's going into the desk. Same as last time, so I don't need to show that twice. Yeah, so it's probably it for today. I think next is adding effects and then mixing down, but then I think this one is done. I can't really think of any other parts I need to include. So yeah, I'm hoping that this is done and you'll actually be able to hear it properly, fully soon as I release this. It's February now and it needs to be done by May. But I got to do a complete other track. I might do another original. It says it needs to be a live band recording, so I don't know about that. But yeah, anyway, that's good. Day 3 done. I did this all yesterday, and I'm tired.